Sweet note, strawberries are in season and now is the time to pick them.
Yeah, and Nicole Buckman went to Huhn Strawberry Farm to tell us how they're looking this year.
I love summertime, but my favorite season would have to be strawberry season, and we're actually right in the peak of it, which is why I'm here at the Huhn Strawberry Farm.
It started very small. We had about 1/10 of an acre, which is maybe a lot more than you'd have for a home garden. But being farmers, we decided to try different varieties and see what they were. And we had more than we could use, so we put a sign out, and people stopped, and they kind of liked it. So then a few more years, we got a little bigger, and we put 2 signs out, and it just kind of progressed. We started about 1/10 of an acre, and now we have almost 6. Planted in 1999 and opened in 2000.
Wow, and here we are.
Yeah.
2021,
yeah.
And talk to me a little bit about all the work that kind of goes into this, I would say, semi-short strawberry season.
Yeah. We start in May doing our cleanup with pulling weeds and just getting things ready, and then of course the season is quite busy. When the season is done, that's when you still do the work for next year, because it's when they put their fruit buds on. So, but there's a lot of work just pulling weeds and keeping things clean, and there's things in the winter. We put straw down so that keeps the plants warm in the winter time. Then you got to take the straw off in the spring. So a lot of this work is not real urgent, but it's work that ends up being done. But I'm also blessed to have a lot of great kids in the area that are willing to help me. We planted a new 4-acre field this year, and I have had about 6 or 8 kids that have worked with me many days a week for the month of May, so I couldn't do it without them.
That's great.
Yeah.
And obviously we see all of these families out here, and all the, like you mentioned, you're a great staff too. Why do you think strawberry picking is such a popular activity in the summer?
I think it's fun for kids because it's at their level. They can pick them right off the ground. They don't have to reach, climb. They don't have to have adults help. They're small, and it's just fun. Yeah.
Well, should we go out there and pick some for ourselves?
We should. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Well, we made it to the strawberry fields, and we've already done some picking. And talk to me a little bit about what strawberries we can expect this year. What kind of season are you guys dealing with?
Well, we started off with the first small percentage of the first crop got frozen out from the mid-April freeze, but for the most part these are picking as big and beautiful as we've ever had. So right now everything is going well. It's been a little dry, but we can irrigate, and the temperature has been nice and warm, so that ripens them quickly, so that when we have a lot of customers that come in one day, they ripen up the next day for the customers to have more berries. So it's been a pretty good season so far.
That's good, that's
Yeah.
good. Before we get into talking about U-Pick, which I know is a popular option, talk to me a little bit about the other option you have for those that maybe don't want to pick their own strawberries.
Well, so we pick as many berries as we can in a day. We take some, people can call in ahead for orders, and then some we just pick enough that we have a lot of walk-ups that come and get them. And so that's an option for people that don't have time or aren't able to.
Now, one of my favorite things about the strawberry season is picking the strawberries yourself, and getting a chance to put them in the bucket. Talk to me a little bit about the U-Pick options that you have here.
Well, the U-Pick options, first of all, it's a little less expensive, so you get to do the work yourself. The advice I give is you want them nice to be bright and red and shiny, and you might even taste them to make sure that's what you like. So you just kind of come down and you just pinch the stem and pull it off. And they're about as easy to pick as any fruit. The biggest mistake most people make when I say, where did you get all those big, beautiful berries, they'll say, is people look in the middle and they say there's nothing here. But if you go on the edges here, there's handfuls of them. So most of the berries are right on the edges of the plants. So you have to move the leaves. They're not fragile. Look on the edges. That's where you'll get oodles and gobs of berries that might get left behind. And no one wants to leave a good berry behind.
So how long is the strawberry season in general?
In general, we like it 3 to 4 weeks. We like to make it to the end of June or the 4th of July, and then maybe have the stragglers.
Strawberry season is very weather dependent. What do you suggest that families do before they come out?
Check something before they come. They have a big presence on Facebook. We also have our phone messages and things, and we have people answering the phones so we can make good contact with them. So yeah, it's good to check. before we come, see how things are going.
Right, exactly, to make sure that the
Yep.
strawberries are nice and ripe.
Yep.
Awesome. Thank you so much for letting us stop by.
Okay.
It's been a pleasure, and of course, stick around. We'll have still more fun to come on Studio
Okay.
10.